All right, y'all. I know this is an impromptu stream, but I figure let me do something a little out of the box here. So the B1 Night Rider is in the building. That's right. You're going to see a lot of me this week, folk. You're going to see a lot of me this week. I got a lot of interviews tapped in this week and next week. So it's going to be a lot of content until I start this new phase right now in between going to school and everything. But for those who don't know, I hosted a Twitter space Saturday afternoon, and it got a very good reception before I did my social media hiatus, which, by the way, is starting right now. So I'm not going to be really on Twitter or Instagram like that. So any updates you need, look at the community tab on YouTube. That's where all the updates are going to be. But in the Twitter space, my guest came in and started talking about the subject matter, which was Caribbeans and Africans. Why y'all so upset? Because we have seen the advent of these groups get upset at reparations and what Black Americans are doing. And I said, let me talk to her because she is of an older generation and maybe there's some things that I don't know that she could help me with. So I have on Queen Cha-Cha, that's what they call her on Twitter. I ain't ask her for a real name because we got too many ops out here. So Queen Cha-Cha, please introduce yourself and we'll get into it.
Well, hello. I am I did not give myself the title Queen. I was given that by people in Michael Jackson's fan base. I started off was gossiping about Real Housewives of Atlanta, and once I found with Michael, I decided to hop back on and see what was up. And Janet and Latoya were on there because they had liked a couple of my tweets when I tweeted them. Here, see what's going on with Michael and what's up. And that's when I got connected with the fan base. And I started Michael putting out truth and facts out there about him. And I guess the tweets that I did, because I have carpal tunnel, so it was easier for me to do the videos. And a lot of people got annoyed with it, and a lot of people liked it. So, but they gave me call me Queen, so I just to call myself Queen Cha-Cha. So, about it. I don't know what else to say. I've never been in a forum like this before.
Yeah, no problem. I mean, it's a new experience for some people when they come live on YouTube because it's one thing to just tweet something or like you said on Saturday with not being well versed in Twitter spaces. But this YouTube thing's a whole different animal.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Yes. So you mentioned Michael Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
That's the greatest musician that ever lived. I don't care what nobody said. White people get mad. Elvis was trash.
Yes. With that, he.
That's interesting that you brought up Janet and Latoya. So can you tell us some more about that? Because that's intriguing. I did not know this.
So Janet, this was before.
Now, before you start, are you giving away trade secrets that nobody knows and get me in trouble?
No, not at all.
Say less. I just want to make sure. I don't need the Jackson estate coming after me.
No, I've done hours of podcast, and I've done, Instagram and stuff. So I pretty much know how things roll. I know I'm gonna stay on code, but so Janet and Latoya were on. They had their accounts. Janet was doing something. I think she was doing the Vegas show in 2016. Okay. So I posted up of her and stuff like that, and was just really excited about it. And I put it up on. Then she announced that she was gonna do. I don't know if it's called a residency. If you just
residency
Vegas for a little bit, yeah. So she did in Vegas. I was going to try to go see her, but I never got the chance to go see her. And she liked, some of my tweets just from, me responding, things like that. LaToya was on that the very of that show where they dress up in a costume and they sing. Can't remember what the name of the show is, but LaToya was on the first season and she was dressed, and I was like really excited to see her. And I was telling did because the introduction on the show was that she felt like she had really famous siblings and she couldn't really find or something to that effect. So I felt like I was like, oh, I didn't know, I messaged her and she liked. So I thought that was pretty cool.
All right,
Yeah.
nice. Okay, let's ask the questions then, since you brought up the king of music. Okay, I'm going to say this, and I want you to see if you agree with it or you might have a different answer. I still contend that "Leave Me Alone" is the greatest diss record that's ever been made.
Oh, okay. There are some other songs that Michael did.
Well, I mean, just in terms of the subject matter, because everybody keeps talking about like the rap beefs and all that, and songs like "No Vaseline" by Ice Cube. But I still say Michael going after everybody that went after him and made a video about it, and the song was fire.
Yeah.
I think that's still the greatest diss record ever made.
Yeah. From
I think that was the day that the media said, "Oh, we got to get this nigga."
Yeah. They had been after Michael for decades. In my opinion, I look at him when he was young to this day. People were messing with him and his brothers, but his brothers don't really talk about. So but I always watched Michael. Michael fought relentlessly, like he did a speech, I don't know, something, and he talked about Sony and Tommy Mottola, and Michael did a lot of public speeches. He did a speech and the National Action Network, I think, and there's video of that on YouTube. Like all of Michael speaking on YouTube. He spoke at Oxford, but you can't tape, so they have camera of him on the outside of Oxford going in, but when he's seen, they couldn't video it because you can't. I guess there's some rules in Oxford. So that's a brilliant speech, and the best part of that speech for me about his dad, and the relationship with his dad and him trying was, and Michael was just all about love, and he didn't want to see anybody that was in need. The biggest humanitarian. He's in the Guinness World, so many times, and his estate is still giving 20 piece from the money that Michael's estate makes. And phenomenal human being still to this day, even after he's gone. We still the 40th anniversary of Thriller is coming up. He actually released what wasn't supposed to be for Halloween. I read that online earlier today. It was actually a song, just something that Michael put out. So there's a lot about Michael that people don't know, and I wish they would do research before they just so I didn't mean to get into all of that because son was
Oh
like, "Mom,
nah,
don't
I'm
get
fat
on
now.
there."
Mike is the man. Mike is the man for me. He's the man for me. I still play this man songs every day. But a lot of people also understand that Mike, being from the outskirts of Chicago, Gary, Indiana,
Yeah.
Mike was a gangster. Mike was gangster. And we got to show the folk how gangster Mike was. Shout out to Torian Rain. Shout out, brother. Shout out, brother. Be one to you. We got to show this real quick, folks. This is still one of the funniest videos ever, but this just shows how gangster Mike was. Mike.
Spending world of Michael Jackson, there followed this surreal moment. The singer clambered aboard his waiting to wave and blow kisses to his fans.
Yeah, he jumped up.
As he left, a photographer who was not part of the Jackson entourage attempted to take his picture, and a heated argument ensued.
And then Janet was like, "No, I got this."
Certainly deluded, possibly, but a criminal will have to wait and see.
He put his mother's on it back.
Mike was ready to jump out that window, son, and start whooping people ass like he did in the Moonwalker video game. God, dog.
I know it. That's a man's man right there. Michael was. He did not play with people. He moved in different ways, unconventional ways that people never saw. Who paid attention to how brilliant he was, and it's just unfortunate. It's a lot of people are starting to find out who he really is. You know, his nephew Todd lives and he speaks out for his uncle quite a bit, but he's in the band with his brother, and so they went on tour recently, and so I'm mad. And he's got a family, and he's also my age. I didn't know that. He's like,
don't be telling nobody your age now.
I'm 52. I don't care. I
hey,
my gray
see,
hair
there you go.
proudly. I
want
all this
I don't do
gray
that.
hair.
You know what happens when you tell a woman's age, right?
A lot of women get mad about that, but I'm not trying to look younger.
You ain't heard the old wives' tale when you tell a woman's age?
What happens?
The 7 dogs chase you.
Oh Lord, I ain't heard that. Well,
one for every lie you told.
I'm telling my own age. So who else do? I ain't no shame in my game. Yeah.
I do got a question though.
Yeah. Yes.
All right. I know I'm probably asking for a lot. You think you get a brother interview with Janet?
Oh my goodness! I don't know her. I couldn't get no interview with Janet. I don't.
That's okay. What about Rebby?
Oh shoot, Reby couldn't. She lives her life. She ain't thinking about nobody.
I know she does. Shout out to Reby. Shout out to Centipede.
Yeah,
very underrated.
Yeah,
song. Shout out to Centipede.
Yeah,
my wife still laughs at the video to this day.
She laughs at it, huh? Because it's
the
older video.
No, it's just how she's very fascinated how crazy Black people were in the 80s.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we were definitely different, but we still were the trendsetters, and we people were following us.
Sir.
So yeah.
I know about all that tight ass leather though. I don't know about all that. I don't know how y'all walked around LA with all that tight ass leather on my LA people. Yeah, I don't know how y'all did that.
Yeah, I never got into the leather. Leather wasn't my thing. Some folks rocking it.
Yeah, I hear you. So I'm talking with Queen Cha-Cha. You can find her on Twitter. I put her link in the description box, y'all. But yeah, this was, like I said, she was in my Twitter space on Saturday, and I said, she's from the older generation, so maybe we could chop it up and I can find some things out. And I didn't even know about all this Michael Jackson stuff, so I said, all right, we talk about Michael real fast.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
I want to play it, but I know YouTube will flag me. How this Mike is so great. That man stood on stage for 5 minutes and had 30,000 people. I'm sure it was more, just screaming and going crazy and fainting.
Well, people
that man just stood there.
They paid tickets to go see him, and they concert, because they had to be taken away in the so.
Oh, my dad had the tape. My dad had the VHS tape. He taped that whole special. You could see the paramedics taking him out.
Yeah.
People
it was
breaking
insane.
the barricades, and I'm like, how is that? I'm like, how is this man got this much power?
It wasn't even that. It's Michael radiated. It was just so pure, and it was just, the way that he, the way that he, because you see a lot of celebrities today, and it's like Michael did. Like he wrote them notes. He bought time. They were standing outside of a hotel. I mean, Michael was standing outside a hotel of a battle would come. So that right there, I mean, just his presence. He was a God-fearing man. Like he said himself that he followed the team, consulted God. And so that shows really trying to live right, and man, things about Michael. I am a very shy person by nature. But I had watched Michael through the years with the first, when he got on that TV with that red shirt, and you could just see the pain. How, I'm thinking to myself, he's probably feeling like, how are they doing this to me, people, and it was just breaking my heart, and about Michael, and I'd be cussing folks out. I'd be like, don't talk about Michael like that around me. Say about him, go over there and don't let me hear it. But
you hit him with the Shimon.
No,
but you want to know why else Mike is the GOAT? You want to know why else Mike is the GOAT? Because this man left his concert. This man left a concert on a jetpack.
Oh yeah, you see that? Yeah. Michael was very.
Oh, this man left. He left a concert on a jetpack. No, I ain't getting flagged. No, I just want to see the jetpack. Yeah. Look at this jetpack, folks.
Right. Yeah.
Those are audio. This chick is about to fall out.
Yeah.
He ain't even launched yet. And she about look at this.
Yeah.
My man amazing. Left in a jetpack.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is he wearing Air Force Ones?
They had him up on up in the air with when he one of his concerts. He was singing Earth Song, and I don't know what those things are called. Like a chair, and he was like moving around on that thing. I was like, what? But hey, when he gets into it, Michael he gives it his own about him. Like his shows, man, some of the shows, they're like, his shows were incredible, and to be there, like, you see, what was that one with Travis Scott? That did anybody die during that? I don't know.
You're talking about
what
was it, Lollapalooza or something?
I don't know.
The one he had in Houston.
Yeah, saw it, and some about Kylie's mom, Kris Jenner.
Yeah, all that satanic stuff down there.
Yeah, they were saying a whole bunch of stuff about that, but with Michael's concert together, and he threw his hat or jacket or whatever out there in the audience. You didn't see people to it. It was just.
Nah, they were trying to brawl for that stuff.
Each other over it, though.
I ain't gonna hold you. I mean that man. Let me tell you something. That man screw around, throw a sock in there. Listen, somebody going to the hospital.
Oh, yeah, but
shout out to Mike
for his fans too.
He probably up there. He probably up there giving Prince the blues.
Oh, no, Prince had his own thing going though. Prince was just born.
Oh no, I know. I'm just saying, because that's like the war right now. Michael Jackson versus Prince.
But Prince and Michael, they were on really good terms. So Prince really admired. But I like the story that he tells about I think Michael wanted Prince with him, I think. And
you talking about
he told Prince, and I think he was being interviewed by Larry King or something. And but yeah, so I made a video for Michael and all that, and that stuff circulated for like a long video up on YouTube and circulated on Instagram, and I was shocked because I didn't think, pay attention to me. So people were like, "Are you okay?" Talk to me, and I was like, I don't want this to be about me. I want it to be about Michael. I want you guys to, and his fan base. So I wasn't really happy with was there was a sort of I felt like there was a I don't want to get anybody upset over this, but I kind of felt like economically, if you weren't wealthy or if you didn't have the connect, if you had never seen Michael in concert or something like that, then you pay attention to people a whole lot. Mm-hmm. And there's a podcast that is followed by a lot of Michael, and they have people on there, and I'm like thinking to myself, why don't they have on there? But they have all these people on there that, which is great because they have a lot of good about their podcast. But I just saw that there was a need for people who felt give to Michael because they didn't have money, and then I didn't see a really large presence. Like, what the heck is going on? So I saw some things I didn't like it. I called a lot of people. They were like, block her and she's whatever. And I'm like, I really don't care anyway, because the ones who are supposed to listen to me are going to listen. Yeah, but yeah, I a whole lot in the fan base. I think I really made a big difference when I first started off with my podcast and stuff. They liked the way I did it, and they were mimicking me. I was like, go ahead, do what you got to do. I said, this is for Michael. This is not about me. So mimic me, copy me, or whatever. It's fine, because I don't plan on being this. So whatever people can use to help spread that word, and the truth and facts about Michael, I'm willing to sacrifice whatever I. So yeah, I could talk about Michael forever. Cool. Sorry.
No, it's cool. It's cool. It's nice to see that there's a lot of fans out there willing to talk about that man. I'm actually gonna have to cut this a little bit short because for some reason my internet is not working too well.
Okay, that's okay.
And you keep popping in and out, so I don't want to put out too much of product. But I appreciate you talking about Mike. Yeah. Made me want to probably do a show one day about the legacy of Michael Jackson. And by the way, Jamaicans, he was not Jamaican, so watch your mouths. Because I've heard Jamaicans over the years saying that he must be part Jamaican because he nobody can dance like that in America. I was like, all right, here we go. He don't dagger, so cut that shit out. But I appreciate this. I learned something about Mike. Yeah. I not know all that. So before we get up out of here, just let everybody know where they can find you at and things of that nature.
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter. I'm off. I have a podcast, but it's really small, and
you better plug that thing.
Well, for a minute, I was starting to really grow in numbers, and it was scaring me because I don't want the attention on me. I just want people to know, that matters too. Black people who don't have a whole lot of money and feel like they. A tweet doesn't cost anything. Supporting somebody doesn't cost anything. Opinion, telling the estate how you feel, doesn't cost anything. So to empower people more than anything. I've done so many hours, and I've taken them down and gotten rid of them and stuff like that because I wanted to get out there, you know.
You better put that on YouTube and get some money out of it.
You know, I said when I started this that I was not going to make money off of Michael because there's so many. You put Michael's name on anything and it's going to generate tons of revenue for folks. I mean, you guys say they're fans and they have these YouTube pages and they're making money, but they're not really putting out to where it's, you know. I gotta mention though these threes. The first one that was made and a lot of them after was the biggest one. Then you have Chase the Truth, Lies of Loving Neverland. Those are the biggest ones for me. Other fan-made documentaries out there about Michael. They actually have the trial. Somebody actually went and read the trial, and you can even sit down and listen to the transcript and the entire trial. So they've been putting that up bit by bit because it's just like, you know, people are still coming at was this and Michael, and it's like no, and we just, you know, give them that information to go and look at a video, do some research, and you know, leave them worth getting mad at anymore, getting upset about anymore. But yeah,
cool.
Yeah.
All right, so y'all can find her on Twitter. Again, it's in the description box. So check her out, converse with her. And
yeah, please
don't go over there with no Michael slander now. You know what's gonna happen. She's gonna cuss you out.
No. Yeah, I definitely with receiving criticism. I don't have a problem with people asking me. I am always open to dialogue and talking to people. People think I wouldn't mean anything by it. It's just I'm a very outspoken person. So
yeah,
I'll tell you.
All right.
All right.
Yes, ma'am. I appreciate you coming on for a little bit. And y'all know how I give it up. Kick Gravity everywhere. But like I said, right now, all updates with the channel are going to be on the community tab. So check that out. And yeah, that's it.
Appreciate it.
Yes, ma'am. Enjoy the rest of your night. Everybody else enjoy the rest of your night. Yes. Take care, stay safe, and do what Queen Cha-Cha is gonna do and play Michael on heavy rotation.
Yes, most the 40th anniversary of Thriller this year.
Yes, ma'am. And for all those, and just remember, when you go out in the world, make sure you do this to the white supremacists.